Well, our journey for going overseas started quite a while back. When I was in college, I had a friend and we were sitting down after a mission conference. And I remember talking to that friend about, well, why me? Like, why should I go overseas? And he turned to me and said, Heidi, why not you? I thought, well, that's a good question. I couldn't really answer, why not me? I started a business in the States, and then I met my husband, and then we talked about going overseas, and we tried to find where could we use our skills, where could we use my skill of business and his skill of medicine to serve the Lord in a country perhaps that doesn't typically have many missionaries. So one day I was visiting an island, and I met a fellow named Andrew, and Andrew made very large parakeets, and he was earning 5 cents an hour making these parakeets. And we talked to Andrew and said, well, what do you want to do? And Andrew said, well, I really want to become a teacher. But the college tuition was about $250 for each semester, which was just an unheard of amount of money for him. So we looked at his parakeets, which were giant forms of these, and then I looked at it and said, well, why don't we just see if we can make this into a small bird? Let's just make it into a Christmas ornament. And then he just learned to carve them, and he painted them upside down with this little stick there. And he had to make a certain amount of these, and then we sold them in the Philippines and other places, and then that's how he got through his college to become a teacher. This just started the idea of looking at what could somebody do, and then just changing that product to help that person. And I'm just reminded of Proverbs 19:17. Those who are kind to the poor are lending to the Lord, and the Lord will repay them. And being kind to the poor doesn't necessarily mean a handout in my mind. I think it means coming alongside of the poor and helping the poor raise their standard of living and giving them dignity through helping them get to just a new standard of living on their own. Interserve historically has sent tent-making missionaries to the areas of the greatest need. And I love Interserve because I feel that they have a real family philosophy. So I'm pretty much of an outside-the-box person, and they were willing just to take what were my giftings and abilities and let me go with them, just let me use them. For us, it was just living our lives among people. Certainly there's a component of sharing our faith and helping people along their journey, but equally it was just sharing our lives. Where we lived, the families are in complete disarray. So what does it mean to be a mother? What does it mean to be a wife? What does it mean to have family time together? Inviting people into your family, allowing them just to journey through life with you. They were just called to go over and live life and do the gifts that the Lord's allowed us to do. And I love business. I love starting businesses. And so for me to come along other people, or to come along other fellow workers who need help with their businesses, for me to be able to come alongside of them, that's such a joy for me. I just love it.